inviting yourself to shift your awareness to yourself, inviting your brain and your body to recognize that you're resting where you are and that your body's resting the way that it is. Maybe seeing if you can find a little bit of friendliness, playfulness, kindness, or patience that you take with you into your practice. Inviting you to respect what is okay for your mind, your body, and your emotions. As you shift your awareness inwards, maybe feeling that your hips are resting comfortably, whether upon the earth or the blanket. Feeling the places that your legs are physically touching the earth below you, maybe the places that your feet are touching the earth. Inviting your core to engage to protect your back, inviting your shoulders to rest above your hips. If your shoulders are slouching forward, letting them roll back, almost feeling like your shoulder blades want to touch your hips. Inviting your chest to expand. You may start to feel that your collarbone and your sternum have a little bit more expansion here. Re-engaging your core to protect your low back. Feeling that your palms can rest comfortably and your elbows are relaxed. Inviting your chin to gently tuck in towards your chest, finding length through your neck and the crown of your head. Inviting yourself to slowly shift your awareness to your breath. And just inviting yourself to observe, slowly start to build a relationship with this space. As you find a little more clarity with your breath, on your next inhale, inviting your breath to be deep, flowing from the belly, all the way up into your shoulders and your chest. Softly exhale, sinking from your shoulders, ribs, belly. Inviting another inhale as desired. And softly relaxing into an exhale. I invite you to sit down to the ground below you. If you prefer to keep a blanket underneath you, you can allow your tailbone and your sacrum to be resting at the center of the blanket to protect your tailbone. If you can, I invite you to rest upon the earth. However, you're the master, you know yourself. If you need the blanket, just make sure that your sacrum and your tailbone are at the center of the mat. Wherever you are, inviting your hands to rest down onto your front ankle. Your 8 fingers will rest in front of your ankle and your 2 thumbs will rest behind your front ankle, keeping your hips grounded and finding length through your spine. On your next inhale, tilt your hips forward. Invite your chest to rise as if you were showing off a necklace. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your spine, feel your shoulder blades pull apart. Inhale, tilting your hips forward, relaxing your shoulders as your chest expands. Exhale, tucking your tailbone, rounding your spine, maybe tucking your chin in towards your chest if desired. Inhale, tilting forward, whether it's big or small, and just moving at your own pace here. So whether you're moving big or small, you're allowing yourself to move through your muscles, move through your tissue, allow your fluids to circulate a little bit more. We bring fresh blood and oxygen and nutrients to the spine. Without rushing yourself, we'll take one more inhale and exhale. After your last exhale, inhale, find length through your spine. Softly relaxing into an exhale. When you feel that you're ready, allowing yourself to rest your hands down to your knees, maybe closing your eyes if you feel comfortable, shifting your awareness inwards. And once again, just feeling that your hips and your sit bones are resting down to the earth. Your shoulders are resting above your hips. Your core is engaged, finding length through the crown of your head. For this next movement, I invite you to shift your focus to your hips and your pelvic floor. You want to feel that your pelvic floor is creating the movement here. I invite you to envision that you're sitting down on a dinner plate and there's a red rim on the outside of that dinner plate. And you're going to make a perfect circle with your pelvic floor and your hip area. On your next inhale, we'll tilt the hips over to the right, making your way forward, hit a circular motion over to the left. Exhaling as you make your way back, continuing that circular motion over to the right. Inhaling as you make your way forward, over to the left. Exhaling as you make your way back. Just moving at your own pace here. I invite you to really feel that your hips are driving this motion. So even if you have to slow down, or maybe you have to decrease your range of motion, and inviting yourself to be a little bit more precise with the hips and your pelvis doing the maneuvering and the guiding. It really invites you to give the organs in your torso a little bit of a massage. When we massage through these organs, they start to release toxins, so it acts like a gentle detox. Without rushing yourself, we'll take one more nice slow circle in this direction. Gently stop when your back comes to the center. Continue your exhale as you move in the opposite direction. Inhaling as you make your way forward. Exhaling as you make your way back. Moving at your own pace here. You can use your breath to guide you, range of motion, sensation. This also gently activates our digestive system, which is another form of elimination. So it invites us to encourage releasing. Without rushing yourself, we'll take one more nice slow circle, inviting your spine to stop in the back center. Inhale, find length through your spine, and softly relaxing into an exhale. Option to continue sitting down onto the ground if desired, or you can take the blanket, allowing it to rest underneath your hips, letting your tailbone be comfortable. For this next move, I invite you to use your shoulders to guide you. Sometimes we want to use our chin and our nose, and that only gives our neck and our stretch a little bit of a stretch, but we really want to try to get our entire torso. So if we use our shoulder, that allows us to really get through our torso and our spine. So I invite you to take your right hand, bringing it to the outside of your left knee, allowing your left hand to come flat onto your low back to help you sit up straight. If that doesn't feel good, then you can always allow your hand to rest back behind you on the ground. On your next inhale, find length through your spine. Exhale, inviting your left shoulder to twist open. Stop when your body wants to. Bring your chin to the center of your chest, giving your neck a little bit of comfort. On your next inhale, finding length through your spine. Exhale, bringing your belly into the spine to protect your back. Inhaling as you find length. Exhaling as you engage your core to protect your back. Inhaling as you find length. And just staying at your own pace here. Inviting your breath to stay gentle so your body can relax. Getting deeper into your muscle and your tissues. This gives our organs a little more of a massage. Option to stay as you are. On your next inhale, find a little more length through your spine. Exhale, maybe look past your left shoulder, give your neck a little bit of a stretch. Inhale, slowly guide your right shoulder back to the center and softly relax into an exhale. So moving into the opposite side, I invite you to move with this into this side with just as much grace and ease. It's a completely different size, even though it's this side, even though it's the same pose. So taking your left hand, bringing it to the outside of your right knee, your right hand can come flat to your low back. or resting it down to the ground. Inhale, find length through your spine. Exhale, allowing your right shoulder to twist open. Stop when your body wants to. Invite your chin to come down to the center of your chest. Inhale, find length through your spine. Exhale, bring your belly into your spine. Inhaling as you find length. Exhaling as you engage. Breathing at your own pace. This also gives our spine a little bit of a twist. It helps us release toxins in between our cartilage and between our vertebrae. Option to stay as you are. On your next inhale, finding length through your spine. Exhale, maybe looking past your right shoulder, giving your neck a little bit of stretch. Inhale, slowly guide your left shoulder back to the center. And softly relax into an exhale. Inviting a deep inhale through your nose. Relaxing into an exhale. I invite you to keep both of your hips down to the ground. As soon as you start to feel them lift, we'll stop, because then you're no longer really giving your low back a deep of a stretch. So your hands can rest down in front of your knees. If it feels good, you can let them rest elsewhere. I invite you to rest it in front of the knees, keeping both of your hips grounded. On an inhale, find length through your spine. Exhale, bend at the hips, keep the hips grounded, lowering your belly, ribs, chest. Stop when your body wants to, keeping your neck in alignment with your spine. On your next exhale, softly relaxing your neck, letting go of all tension in your neck, pulling your hips down wherever you are, and just slowly breathing nice and gently here. Keeping your hips pulled down gives your low back a little bit of a stretch, and even if it's just a little stretch, you're still getting into your muscle and your tissue. So really just being wherever your body wants you to be here. You can try to keep your chest expanded, or maybe today what you need is just to round the spine, but keep pulling your hips down. On your next exhale, relaxing into your space. Inhale, find length through your spine, softly walking yourself up, and gently relaxing to an exhale. So whichever foot was in front is now going to go in the back, and the opposite foot is going to be in the front, keeping your hips grounded, inviting your hands to rest in front of your knees. On an inhale, find length through your spine. Exhale, bend at the hips. Lower your belly, ribs, chest. Stop when your body wants to. Keep your neck in alignment with your spine. On an exhale, softly relax your neck, releasing all tension from your neck, pulling your hips down, breathing at a pace that feels best. If your neck is relaxed, you can maybe start to sway your neck left and right, maybe kind of saying no. Maybe even yes if that feels good, but just mindfully doing so. If you feel pain, I invite you to move up a little bit more. That's information from your brain telling you it doesn't like that. But if it's just tension, I invite you to try to breathe gently or long into that space. Our breath can help us find a little bit of ease even in the midst of tension. On your next exhale, relaxing into your space. Inhale, find length through your spine, slowly walking yourself up. Gently relaxing into an exhale, inviting a deep inhale through your nose. Releasing into an exhale. And just inviting yourself a moment to return to your breath.